Good afternoon. Look who we have here. We have Hopsin. It's been a spell. It's been a minute since we've had a Hopsin on the channel, and now we have Alone with Me. Alone with Me. Just the two of us hanging out. Just you and me. We're alone. That's it. Okay, that's all I got. And here's the thing. I know I'm trying to get better at giving shout outs for folks. You know who you were, but I cannot for the life of me find my notes on this song as far as who recommended it. I apologize, but you know who you are. So with that, let's get it done. Sounds like an old Jack in the Box, you know, that you're spinning and you're waiting for it to just pop up and freak you out. But anyways, let's continue.
Marcus fucking Hopsin, my guy, what up? Don't mean to intervene.
Oh, Alone with Me. Okay.
How are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head where the rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all
where the rent is free. Staying in your head. Okay, so we got the dark devil, maybe got the good and the light, good and the bad devils on each shoulder, or conscience or whatever. And he's just hanging out in his mind, living rent free. Isn't that a cool thing to think about sometimes when you think about your troubles and it occupies so much of your time and your thoughts and gnaws at you? You know, the what ifs of life, that 99% of the what ifs never happen. It's never a thing. Very rarely is it ever something you're really worried about. And those worries live rent free. It's like you're not even charging the thoughts to stay in your mind. You're just letting them hang out for free. Welcome them in. Oh,
you look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head where the rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity. Stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35. You haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was...
This is like, sorry, I know the pauses are coming fast, but this is, again, really interesting stuff. Wow. Isn't that the way we talk to ourselves sometimes? Do you guys talk to yourself? And those of you that are saying, no, I don't talk to myself. You probably thought to yourself, do I talk to myself? No, I don't talk to myself. We all talk to ourselves, right? But it's one of those rapid fire things that go in our mind that keeps, the devil kind of, dark, always challenging how you're living your life, how you're screwing it up. And it's a constant reminder to just keep you battered down. Oh, yeah. I don't need to show of hands on who can relate on that one.
Nigga, you 35. You haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Why, yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice. It might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy. And I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Whoa. Wow. Those the chain of thoughts that we can convince our minds as we have time alone to just let our thoughts get us. Look at the interesting conclusion it brings us to is just self-destruction. You want the voice to stop, just end it, stop it, just move on or whatever. And I believe there are spiritual things going on around us. I just believe it. And this is one of those things where it's just the constant reminder of how you're not worth it, how you don't belong here. How could you have done this or that? What are you doing? Your life's a wreck. The only alternative is to just kill yourself. No. Those are just, what a horrible conclusion to bring yourself to. And what a horrible time to spend alone time with me. I mean, what kind of friend are you being to yourself? I mean, wow. Ouch.
Depot frenzy, maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy. And I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Wait, hold up.
Damn.
Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear it? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up.
Shit.
It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear it? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So how's the rap life? Do people enjoy your music? Or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner Lucas. You jealous? I know that you are. My point is proven. Fuck.
Okay. Pay attention. Pay attention. You are more valuable than you give your own credit self. Wait, can I try that again? You are more valuable than you give yourself credit for. 100 and zillion percent. Whose standard of appreciation and love do you look at yourself from? We are our own biggest critics. We are our own judge, jury, and executioner in so many circumstances of our lives. But don't you get it? Don't you realize that in the true scheme of things, that there's invaluable value in you? Invaluable value? Why do we tell ourselves these lies? Why do we fall for it? Do you realize if some dude came in your house and started saying this to you, you'd probably pop him in the mouth? But we let it live rent free in our own minds. We can be our own critics, no problem. Look at what you did. That's the 50th time you did it this week. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh, how could you ever forgive yourself? What are you doing? You are worthless. I mean, all these things that just scream in our mind. And some people, there's the mental disorders, schizophrenia, which is horribly scary, from a victim that's having to deal with it. The constant voices in your minds, that kind of thing, can drive you insane. So, but this is one of those things where it's like, hey, we're all human. We are all fallible. We're all wicked. We are all evil. We all have that capacity. I am evil. I am wicked. I am. You are too. It's just whose standards are we going to live by at this point? And again, if you find that this voice is convincing you to go closer and closer to the edge, that should be, red alert 101 that you need to kind of go, okay, all right, am I going to let this get me? Am I going to let me get me? Am I going to let that happen? Or I'm going to get, I got to talk to a doctor. I got to go to somewhere. I got to get some help, church, whatever. The doctor, meds, if you need them, whatever. But it's like, look at this. I mean, the guy's incredibly talented, well-versed, incredible artist. Do you doubt his talents? He does. Interesting, isn't it?
Or the youth with. Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner Lucas. You jealous? I know that you are. My point is proven. What the fuck happened to you? You was spitting so cold. You was the ill minor Hopsin on the list with the ghosts. Then you fell off. You should have took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga. It's fucked up. That isn't fair, Marcus. I'm hoping that God will answer your prayers, Marcus. But even if he does, the chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air, headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic.
Wow. Verse is kicking.
The chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air, headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the corny rapper only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you, the comments gon' roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes.
Wait, hold up.
I'm tripping.
Folks wrong with me, I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of
Very artistic verses here. This is really cool.
me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Right, I got an idea. I'll tell you how it works. It's gonna sound a little outrageous, but hear me out first. Turn your phone off for 2 weeks and start an outburst of worried family members, which leads to a local town search. And when they find you, you dead inside of your crib with a letter that says goodbye to your kid. But you don't get to see him anyway, cause your ex is wildin' and shit. So in his little head, it's like you already died. It's a trip. While you reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is, your baby mom's will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never.
Okay. Wow. Whew. Oh, man. Right there. Whew. When you reach the point that he's describing here, wow. What that does to your loved ones around you. Wow. Wow. Isn't it worth it to get help? Isn't it worth it for the love of your family to try and figure it out rather than just giving up? Look, I struggled with this when I was a teenager. I just, the whole thing with the divorce and all the things with my mom and dad and all those things, you start to really lose hope and you get desperate, and you just feel like this is the only thing that's going to make it better. Wow. Again, that's another one of the lies we take rent free in our minds, but yet we fall for it. Sadly. Wow.
Baby moms will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love, right? Well, you gonna have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they splat against the walls.
Little Jim Carrey mask.
I mean, it has to hit the blogs and all your fans to get involved, and you'll be missed because people don't know what they have until it's lost. Hug your dad and kiss your mom before this transition is done into the new life. Your current one is trash, it isn't fun. Yeah, everybody got problems and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live for.
Hold up, oh no, folks wrong with me. I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
What I'm thinking, what you're thinking is not the important thing. We are alive right now, that is the important thing. It is important that you focus on this fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and then you will see there is a natural distance between you and your thought process. Once you create a little space between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering. Don't identify any thought as negative, because it's just a thought. Who told you it's negative? It's just a thought. You're making it up, maybe you like it. What's the problem? If you understand
What?
it's just a thought, it has no power. If you think it's a reality, then it destroys you.
There you go. Put that thought out of its misery. Hand it a grenade if you have to. Oh my gosh. Wow. More hard content. This is the dark side. This is the dark side. Persevere. Rise higher every day that you can. Seek help. Ask a friend. Go to a church. Get involved in community somehow. Find somebody that might need help more than you do and see if you can fulfill that. See if you can get there. But it's hard. I'm not trivializing. it takes so many people. It takes so many people out by their actions. And many times, just sad to know, we've convinced ourselves by basically being alone with me. Take care. Blessings to you all. See you in the next one. Take care.